talking about the tackle update that Brian Dable gave us there. So Brian Dable started off here talking right about that with the media this week. He said that Josh Ezeudu, along with new Giant Chris Hubbard, will both get reps at the left tackle position this week in practice. Ezeudu is going to be getting the first crack at the starting spot, and they're basically to see how practice goes at that point before they decide what they're going to do. Now, keep in mind, this is not your normal week of practice. Like, for example, this usually the Thursday episode would be giving you guys the update on the injury report. We're not doing that today because the first one just came out today because of the late start in the week there. So we'll do that on Sunday night when Rob and I give you all the updates on what happened this week in football there. So we got to see how this whole plays out. We don't know yet. We don't have no clue how the whole thing's going to play out. You got the veteran who's been a savvy veteran for a number of years now in this league, but was literally on a practice squad in a team with not the best offensive line in the world. You got a guy who played horrible, settled down somewhat throughout the game later on. He actually got one of the better PFF grades of the line, which is really sad. That's more of a statement on the line than him, I feel like. That guy had people blowing past him. It's not even funny. I was watching the Shakedown Network. They had a thing they were doing yesterday while I was editing our show afterwards. I was watching, and they showed the video of Nolan Smith going ahead and beating Josh Ezeudu. And he just went like that, pushed him. You see the guy leaning back at that when he got pushed back like that. He's given up 100 pounds to Nolan Smith. Like, Nolan Smith literally weighs 100 pounds less than him. That's a bad look for Josh Ezeudu, guys. That's a really bad look for Josh Ezeudu. 100-pound guy beat you. So I don't have the most confidence, that's for sure, in Josh Ezeudu. That's for sure. As you mentioned on the show yesterday, the Eagles were struggling to get to the quarterback prior to this week. Like, that was not a good strong suit for them. And definitely a strong suit last week. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, they've been an average defense at best, this whole year. And we made them look solid.
Yep, 100%. On the topic, Dable said, we'll go ahead and go through a normal procedure, and then we'll see where we're at the end of the week. Specifically talking about new Giant Chris Hubbard, he said he'll get reps there. He'll get reps today there, and we'll see where we're at. He also mentioned the visit of DJ Humphries that we talked about in the episode yesterday. He said nothing's on the horizon right now. I think he's a good football player. If it's the right fit, then we'll work something out. If it's not, then we won't. So typical Brian Dable, no answer. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah, like, that tells me nothing. Give me something, Brian. Give me something.
Damn you.
It's like, part of me loves it and part of me hates it. Because it's like, remember how many years the Giants would just say things and like everybody knew, like, Jerry Reese was the worst. That man could not play poker whatsoever. But you know, it's kind of frustrating because as a Giant fan, I'm curious where we're going. Like, is DJ Humphries healthy? Are we going to sign him because he beat upgrade? You know, how does Chris Hubbard look? Why was he sitting on the practice squad? You know, there's a lot of questions at that point, really, on the team. There really are. But, you know, obviously we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to take that kind of approach because that's literally what the Giants are saying they're going to do. So therefore, they're not going to tell us jack until they have to. And again, they shouldn't. It's a competitive advantage for the Steelers have no clue what's going on here. You know,
yeah.
Go ahead and start Hubbard. We can start Ezeudu. We can move Illuminor over. We can go ahead and sign DJ Humphries tomorrow. Like, we have no clue what's going to happen, guys. No clue.
And like I said, it's competitive advantage because, like, once again, it's hard for you to plan your defense on how you're going to attack this offense. Like, if you're looking at the left tackle position, like, if you're all the way just looking at the line, like, are you just going to bombard the left side, or like, are you just going to blitz down the middle? Like, are you just, what are you going to do?
Yeah. And I'm kind of shocked, really, that they didn't mention the Luminor thing. I brought it up just now, but Dable didn't, because I'd be throwing that in there too, just to piss off the Steelers. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we move Illuminor over and one of these guys plays right tackle. Like, you should be throwing them into as much confusion as possible at this point. You really should be. You know, the line needs every advantage they can get. Let's be honest here.
Maybe he did say it because that's exactly what he's going to do.
Who knows? Who knows? He's sneaky. He's very sneaky.
Sneaky
Never
Brian.
underestimate the sneakiness.
Yeah, you underestimate my sneakiness.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much. Please, I'm begging you. Please.